A man stands behind a glass counter in Las Vegas, calmly examining a coin that might be worth thousands. Or nothing at all. Millions of viewers recognize the scene instantly. But here's the part you rarely hear. Long before the cameras arrived, before the fame and the tourists lining up outside, Rick Harrison was a kid most people quietly counted out. No diploma. A serious medical condition. A childhood that never stayed still long enough to feel normal. Rick Harrison was born March 22, 1970 in Lexington, North Carolina, into a strict military household. His father, Richard Harrison, believed in discipline above everything. Life in the Navy meant constant relocation. New cities, new schools, new beginnings that barely lasted a year. Imagine trying to make friends when you already know you'll be leaving soon. But the bigger struggle came when Rick was 8 years old. That's when epilepsy entered his life. Without warning, seizures would pull the world out from under him. In the 1970s, the condition was poorly understood. Other kids stared. Teachers hesitated. And Rick, already the quiet outsider, learned quickly that sympathy wasn't something he wanted. So he built something else instead. Books. While other teenagers were chasing popularity, Rick was buried in history, economics, and biographies of people who built empires from nothing. It wasn't school education. It was survival education. Knowledge became his escape hatch. By the time the family settled in Las Vegas, Rick already saw something others missed. The city runs on illusions, gambling, fast money, quick luck. But he wasn't interested in luck. He was fascinated by value. At 17, he dropped out of high school. To many people, that looked like failure. To Rick, it was simply a different path opening. His father had just started a small shop in 1988 called the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. It wasn't glamorous. In fact, it was rough. Customers walked in carrying items they desperately needed to sell because the rent was overdue or the lights had been shut off. But Rick watched closely. Every object had a story. Every negotiation revealed something about human nature. Slowly, painfully, he learned how to spot value where others saw junk. Years passed. The shop barely survived some months. Bills stacked up. His first marriage collapsed under the pressure of endless work and financial uncertainty. There were nights when he honestly wondered if everything would collapse before morning. Then something strange happened. In 2009, the History Channel placed cameras inside the shop for a show called Pawn Stars. No one expected much, but viewers couldn't stop watching, because the show wasn't scripted drama. It was real negotiations, real history, real personalities. By 2011, the series was drawing more than 7 million viewers per episode and turning the shop into one of the most visited tourist spots in Las Vegas. The Dropout had built a global brand, yet fame didn't protect him from life's hardest moments. In 2018, his father, the man fans called the Old Man, passed away at 77. Then in 2024, Rick's son Adam died at 39 from an accidental overdose. Some losses change a person forever. Today, Rick Harrison is still standing behind that same counter. The business is successful. His net worth is estimated at over $10 million. But if you listen carefully, he talks less about deals and more about time. Because after decades of negotiating the value of rare objects, he learned something simple. The most valuable things in life are the ones you can never buy back.